Okay, we are live. Welcome to the regulars. I just surprised Jason with going
Yeah, you're
live.
like, wait 5 minutes. So if you get my Instagram story, it's gonna say we're going live in 5 minutes, but
Oh, I didn't
we're
say
live
5 minutes.
now.
I didn't say 5 minutes. I said a minute because I just wanted to post on our Facebook. So we are here. Welcome everyone. Day 2 of live streaming. Dare I
Yeah,
say
day two of Coronaing.
of Coronaing. Oh
Maybe I'll
yes.
go buy some Coronas for this.
You know what? My dad made the same joke, and I'm
I don't
just
mean for that. I mean just so we're literally showing the label the whole time, so the words in the screen. I thought it would be a joke. I was like a
mm-hmm.
bunch of dumb. Not that your dad's a dummy. I love your dad, but but I thought a bunch of like frat boys would go buy it. But then there was the rumor that
It's going
their
down in
sales
sales
dropped.
because people were
Yeah, because
concerned. Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that. I think that we want to believe people are stupid, but I don't think people are that dumb.
No, I think people are stupid. Is that
By the way,
rude?
love the allegedly shirt.
Oh yes. Well, I had to. I'm just checking our
Right in the
stream. I know
screen.
it's a bit
I thought it would be a joke. I was like
we're good.
alleged.
Sorry. I just thought it would be nice for day 2 just to wear our merch. Allegedly, you can get it in the link below, in our
Mm-hmm.
little YouTubular situation. But I thought that you might mention my red lip.
It's popping.
You like?
Yeah, I like it.
That's
It's
nice.
you're on my end in the app that we're in. You're very pixelated.
Oh, am I?
So, so it's not. But the red lips are popping through those pixels.
Oh, ooh, girl. Now, Jason, I do want to remind you. Oh, so we've already got someone in the chat agreeing with me. Hey, Brittany, she agrees that people are stupid. Thank you. I just wanted to let Jason know that he can go on YouTube right now. And if you're listening to this and you're like, oh, hey, I'm wondering what they're talking about and how pixelated is Stacey. Well, let me tell you, friend, you can go on youtube.com/Stacey McGunnigle. You can join us live. We're going to be here all
Mm-hmm.
week, and probably next week as well. I mean, let's be real about it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be till
Jason took
the
the
end of
biggest
times, really.
breath I have ever heard. With
What's that?
I just said you took the biggest breath I've ever heard in considering being in business with me forever. But I
It
don't.
could be because I'm in my new position, so
I,
maybe the microphone's closer to me or something.
I know it actually does sound closer to you. I will say. Also, I wanted to mention you can go on YouTube, Jay, and you can see the chat.
I'm in there.
Oh,
I'm
you're in
watching
there.
Brittany and Robert. Robert
Okay.
gives me a big either that's a high five or a hello. Hello.
Hello. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to make sure because I know last time you didn't check and
Dumb.
you know what I mean. So, okay.
No, but yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
I wanted to check in. How is your day 2 of quarantining going?
Coronad.
You're coroned.
Um, I mean, this is it. This is where we're at, I think.
Totally.
Again, like I'm trying to think of something that hasn't been said 100 times already, but
Yeah.
I think next year at this time we're gonna be sitting in these exact seats, except we haven't been able to go get a haircut. So that's gonna be the difference.
Oh my God. I'm wondering if like my hair is just gonna like it's just gonna get where I need it to get. Let me tell you. Are you
Because we can't
oh sorry,
get our haircut. Does anybody? I can't go get my haircut.
sorry, you just you listen, friends, there's gonna be technical snafus. We're talking over the internet.
We're lagging.
We're lagging. Yeah, no, I am. So I will tell you, not everything. Hey, Sally, welcome to the chat. We here in Ontario, we are in a state of emergency officially.
Mhm.
It has been given to us. So we
I
are
think
here.
most places in pretty much everywhere in North America is.
Well, yesterday, Doug Ford.
The
Oh,
premier of Ontario, who is like, for those not in the know, is like a Donald Trump light,
yeah, and imagine.
except heavier.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Hey, loving this
where's my dad
vibe.
jokes thing on that?
Sorry, I just got overwhelmed because we have someone in the chat saying that they're loving this vibe.
Yes, we're here. Who's like maybe a year from now when we're still all like isolated, people are going to be like, this is great. I was saying last night to my wife, because we're going to be locked in this room for a long time
Yeah.
together. I was like, uh, we just have to put positive spins on this. This is a staycation is what's happening for everybody right now.
Oh, absolutely.
When they say, are you prepared? I hope you're prepared to like have the best time in your house. Like, do you have your twister board out? Like, are you ready to go?
Absolutely. And that's the thing. Sorry, I'm just fixing my makeup. What? No, listen, this is a technical marvel, the fact that we're here.
I know. I just have to sit here and like chill out. Stacey's got to work all the producer side of it on the other end. So it's like I can see your frustration behind your red lipstick.
No, I love it. Now, here's the thing. I love going live. Like, obviously, I'm a bit of a tech nerd, and this is like truly giving me like the biggest boner of all time. Now, there is something on Amazon that's like $180 that would make my life way cheaper or easier. And I'm like, do I, knowing that we're doing this, purchase this item?
No, nobody's getting a paycheck for a long time. We're not buying anything.
I know.
Guys, this is the vibe. We're going to chill on this vibe. I could say that, but maybe to make your life easier, maybe we have to do this $180.
No,
I just totally 180'd.
This is why we're friends, because we're like, no, don't do it. And then 5 minutes later, we're like, hey, you're like, whatever, who cares?
It wasn't even 5 sentences. It was like a half a sentence later.
Yeah.
I think in the same sentence, I contradicted myself. We can definitely not do that, but you're doing that.
Okay, a couple of things I would like some advice for in the chat is I have been needing a new desk because I have the cheapest IKEA desk possible. Like, it's very, very small. And I have podcasting board. I have multiple cameras. I have a mic. I need space. I was contemplating yesterday going to IKEA. Not responsible.
Okay.
You
can order from IKEA, I think, too, though.
First of all, of course, Danielle, my dear friend Danielle, the first thing in the chat is telling me to be fiscally responsible. That's our whole friendship. Is she's just concerned.
Yes.
She did call me when Corona became official, and she was like, "Do you have enough money? Are you okay?" Her and her husband were.
She's not wrong. I mean, like.
I think if we put
in the sense of like there's some people that maybe go home and they may have like a salary coming in.
Sure.
And I do not have salaries coming in.
No, we have dreams. We have goals.
Yeah.
Salary.
Yeah. And sometimes those dreams are nightmares. So.
Okay, so let me just give you my desk thing, and in the chat, please let me know. But
can I just say that I'm here for this because literally I'm in the same.
Okay, so you understand.
You know that I work for my child's bed,
yes, I do.
I'm like now that we're both here for like forever, me and my wife. I'm here for this because I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, so I wanted to get a new desk. Now I'm at this point in my life where I don't want to like be fiscally irresponsible. You'll like this, Danielle. No. But I do want to get something that's going to last and it's kind of worth. So I've been doing a lot of research, and literally, if you've been listening to our podcast, I have been talking about watching desk tours on YouTube, and people telling me what they're doing. Yeah. So I'm just going to turn my headphones up a bit. So I found this like kitchen countertop basically from IKEA, and then get 2 shelving units underneath, and they're like, it's amazing, it's so much space, but it's gonna be like $250. I think it's worth it.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
we have to plan like this is going to get better, because there's one of two things that are going to happen. You can plan for the long run, because then if it goes to the long run, it works out. But if it doesn't and we're at the apocalypse, then who cares? We're all dead. The party's over. Okay,
no, and I'm following you, of course, but where does it land on me getting an IKEA desk?
No, it's not the IKEA one. I'm saying, is the $250 desk an IKEA desk?
Yeah, it's a kitchen countertop and then 2 shelving units. Okay. So it might come to 3.
So here's your problem.
Okay.
Start one. Whenever you use the word IKEA and long lasting, it's just you're wrong.
No, but
you're wrong.
I'm saying that it's not a cheap thing. It's a basically a slab of thick wood.
It's still IKEA.
Okay, but I'm just telling you, I need more space.
Yes, I agree.
Is this the time? Is this the time to go? I can sit. I can build my Alex drawers.
I don't know what that is, but I'm excited now.
This is all you need. Exactly.
What's an Alex drawer?
Well, maybe I'll purchase it and then we'll do a live stream. I will tell you something I did purchase. I bought an erotic color or paint by numbers.
Danielle's flipping out right now. Probably.
What, she is? Oh.
Not in the chat. I'm just sure she's.
No, Danielle's back in the chat. She said he's not wrong.
Oh,
You.
thank you, Danielle.
Okay, please. This is okay. Not to like crap on my friend who I begged to be in the chat today, but like she has a beautiful home. She's always searching Kijiji. Okay, Jan says that she's joined. Okay, two little Sammys
There's a lot of people.
is in the chat. And she has opinions. Okay, so Sally's saying that you can get the IKEA laminate countertops and they have a frame. They have frames you can use as legs with shelves. Comes in a bit cheaper. Brittany's saying get the desk. And Lovely Odyssey is
Brittany
just saying,
is throwing caution to the wind all over the place. Brittany, I love it. I love the mindset of just like, do it.
who cares? We're dead. Who even cares? We're done. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I think, and I will tell you anyways. Okay, so two little Sammys were awaiting you wholeheartedly to get in the chat and tell me about the desk. But I just feel irresponsible getting it, but I absolutely need more space. Like I need 6 feet of space for the amount of work that I do. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, also you need 6 feet for social distancing. So are those connected? We would know if we were talking about conspiracies today, but we're dropping conspiracies. That wasn't a solid connection.
No, it is. No. So here's the thing. That was an amazing transition. We do have some bad news. So Mr. Conspiracy himself was called into work.
Which is great. That's a guy that could buy a desk.
That guy can buy a desk. Actually, I think he should buy me a desk because what's $300 to him? He has a real job and salary. So Kalenko, someone just said, do we bypass the paint by number situation? No, I will be coming back to that. But we wanted
That's probably me. I go on tangents. I'm sorry.
Don't ever apologize for what the basis of this podcast is. Don't you ever apologize? No, so Kalenko, unfortunately, is at work. I did ask him to send us a voice message, and he said, I'm at work. What aren't you hearing? And I said, it can be funny. And he said, I'm at work. So he can't even provide a message, but he's going to come in later this week, which I was like, that's more than fair.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I've thickened my conspiracy and I want to run it by the expert.
I don't like that you've said thickened and you felt it was wrong.
Especially with child blood.
Especially. I thickened the child blood. Especially. It's wild you have to teach a child how to speak.
Oh, yeah. Who's getting an American accent? It's starting to come through.
What do you mean?
He's learning how to read sort of now. So he's really got 3-letter words, but he says like, Matt sat on cat.
Yeah, but that's also like a child's like speech.
Maybe. He also says Lello, and I don't know what that means. So
okay, sorry. I wanted to take a second here. So Jan and Danielle have now banded together with Sally saying, do not get this desk. But I need a desk, I'm telling you.
Brittany, you need to counter this.
Yo, where's Britt? Danielle's going, Jan knows what's up. Jan does want to know if we're both.
Robert's just pissed. He's like, what about WrestleMania?
We'll get to WrestleMania. So Jan wants to know if we're wearing merch. I'm the one wearing merch today. Allegedly. Oh, you are wearing merch too. And you can, if you like what you see, listen, I can't guarantee it'll get there in the state of emergency, but merch down below, right?
And if you have to spend your money on something,
spend it on this.
A nice warm sweater, because end of days is coming. You're going to need a nice warm sweater.
And listen, Britt's back in the chat. And she's saying, get that desk.
You've also got some more support.
Oh, Heroin the drag queen. Ooh. Aaron Conway's yelling, save your money. I need a desk.
Conway's probably the most responsible person I know on the planet. So surprise.
I do want to be clear. I need a desk. My desk is too small. Danielle goes,
Deskgate is already bigger than Champagne Gate. So.
Oh yeah, and yeah, if you're absolutely, I'm the friggin' Kelsey of the whole group. Danielle goes, if you still only have 3 rolls of toilet paper and wine in your house, you can't buy the desk. This is what she thinks of me. Danielle thinks I'm just some I don't even know, some frat boy who's like, got one little square.
Danielle, I love you, but like toilet paper is not available, but desks are available.
Oh, they are. There's so much. It's so crazy.
They're on the shelves.
It's so crazy. No, I do have more TP, Danielle, and I do have wine. There was concern that the LCBO, which is the liquor store here in Ontario, would be closing. And I had gotten a hot tip. Yeah. And so
That's going to cause a riot.
listen, I know. So I quickly went to the old Lickbo there, and people were panicked. I mean, there were shopping carts filled with wine. Filled. Yeah.
Wait, were you still social distance? Were you still keeping your 6 feet?
Not near the Pinot Grigio, baby. I don't even know what I'm saying. I literally bought beer. I'm a beer girl. I bought.
That's crazy because I know you walked there because it's too
Thank
close.
you.
So you're not driving there, but like,
Yeah.
how much beer can you can you carry?
You
You must have brought like a 12-pack home.
I ended up getting a 12-pack, yeah, and I got some wine and some gin. So we'll see. I figure there it
is.
That's going to be currency at some point. Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my own in the bathtub. Sorry, Charlie, no more baths.
What was that? Well, I have to get his sound cue back on the toilet. The bathroom.
Don't hurt my feelings.
Don't hurt my feelings right now.
I think that was on our other podcast, this dumb thing. So people might not know what you're talking about, but
you know what?
We had a beautiful song.
I've had some people come up to me asking about this dumb thing, which really warms my heart. And they were like, "Is it just the regulars now?" I'm like, "Well, we haven't changed.
We're still a dumb thing."
So Jan just said, "I'm worried that you're rushing into this desk and then you'll find something better." Where are
when you can properly look? She's not wrong. Again, we have to plan for like this isn't the end of days, because if it is, we're all going out. Like it's like the lights come on and the party's over for everybody, so we all go home.
Now here's the thing.
And home's death.
I think everyone, dare I say, is projecting their day 2 quarantine concern onto me, because if you've been listening to this podcast, I've been talking about needing a new desk for weeks.
That's true. But when you say weeks, I think it's been 1 week.
It's been at least 2 weeks. I have literally been sitting on my couch watching desk tours. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because we talked about parking wars.
It took you this long for a parking wars thing. Oh, my brain shut off. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I did want to...
Hannah Ann's parents sent her toilet paper in the post, which I assume means the mail.
I think...
Sally English. Okay, great.
First of all, I think everyone knows what the post is.
I know, but you wouldn't say I'm sending you something in the post.
I would if I'm like being fun.
Yeah, maybe Sally's just fun. Maybe she's English or fun.
Ooh, maybe she is. Hello. I'm wondering if they could send Hannah Ann. I was gonna say a backbone, but she did get one at the finale, so that doesn't even land.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen Peter? He's on Instagram.
Let's get back to this painting because I'm the one that took us off that.
Oh, right.
trail.
Thank you.
I was going to bring us back to the erotic painting by
so
numbers.
Everyone's been like doing puzzles on Instagram. Like I see them playing games. You know that I hate board games more than life itself, unless I'm playing Telestrations, which I love that game very much.
I don't know it.
First of all, Sally, please don't apologize in the chat. She goes, sorry, mail. Yes, I'm from the UK. Please never apologize. Bring the flavor.
We just said that's the fun.
That's the fun. Elevate us. We're two freaking idiots.
I hope you're doing well over in the UK too.
Me too. We're sending our love.
The whole world's going through it.
So everyone's been like, oh, I'm doing this puzzle. I'm watching this movie. I'm doing whatever. And I'm like, okay, I got to get a little artistic up in this bitch. I got to figure something out. So I went on Amazon. Don't at me, please. And I was looking for something and I was like, maybe I'll do a paint by number because as you know, I can't.
Can I just say, for somebody that has like one thing that we've completely argued about forever is what's my favorite date?
What's your favorite
lounge?
I know.
And you're like, I hate paint lounge. I don't need to paint ever in my life. And now you're like, I'm going to get a paint by numbers.
First of all, I think a paint by numbers is way better than a paint lounge. I think paint lounges are full turds. Tell me I'm wrong
paint
in the
lounge
chat.
Comes with a glass of wine.
Yeah, you know what has a glass of wine? My house.
Tell you what?
Thanks to my panic.
Only one bottle, really. You only got one bottle.
I got 2, and gin and beer. Don't come at my house. I feel like I'm the kid who has like, when I was growing up, I had a pool and I just knew I had friends because of the pool. You know what I mean?
Hey, We had the same life.
I don't think so. So, anyways, let me just get this freaking paint story done so we can move on and everyone can rip me for wanting to buy a desk, which is the most responsible purchase someone can make. Anyways, I found a paint by numbers sort of section. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get a paint by numbers, put it on the stream, do something fun. And then I was like, I don't, cats are fine, but I'm a dog gal. So I couldn't find any fun dog ones. And then I fell upon a little section of the Amazon land of erotic paint by numbers.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wonderful.
When I saw the picture, it just looks like it's actually a pretty nice picture.
Really? I think you're deeply sensual. If you're into this, then I think that you're a deeply sensual person.
Okay. Well, that's nice. Maybe nicer than anything my psychiatrist ever said to me. So that's great.
Oh my God. Cool tight 5, Dave.
That's my time. I'll see you guys all later.
Hey, why don't you tell that to my therapist?
Oh, coronavirus. No one in the audience? Welcome to my life. By the way, Danielle said you won this round, which I assume
Finally.
she means
Finally.
Paint Lounge.
Okay, I don't know if I can okay, this shows up. I don't know if this will focus. But anyways, this is the image that I will be painting. It is a man just very sexually embracing a woman with thick hair. So I feel like this might be my 2020 vision board of who I would like to be.
Getting thick hair?
Thick hair and a man to smell my neck, you know?
And then go get a Sears photograph of it.
Oh my God. Sears, how they doing, you know?
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, let us know.
How is everybody doing?
If you're in the chat, let us know how you've been killing time and how you've been enjoying or prepping in this weird purgatory we're all in.
I'm so people like Brittany is on your side, but Brittany's down for everything. I love Brittany.
Brittany's down to party.
Yeah.
That's what I like. So
her side of Corona, like this, she's on my staycation side for sure. She's like, "Yep, life's a party. I'm at home. So what? I'm gonna live my life."
Yeah, it's time. I felt like yesterday I said I have to get into a schedule, and so I'm up, hair is done, makeup's on. For who? Me. That's our friend Ashley Botting tweeted, "Who are you showering for? Because this is the time to realize: do you shower for yourself? Or are you showering for other people?"
I shower for the virus that's all over my body.
But when you shower, are you showering every day? Well, you have a kid, so you'd kind of want to wash the day off, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as sterile as possible. I am like a guy I washed my hand 2 billion times yesterday and like.
Do you find that your hands are super scaly now?
No. I don't understand that whole like your hands get dry and stuff like that.
Screw you, Jason. That's my whole life. My hands are so dry. Look at them.
You just touch them and they just go away like dust, like Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, cool. Avengers Endgame. Oh my God.
Oh, wait till we get into it because Thanos goes into my conspiracy with Kalenko.
Well, I have a little pop culture story. It is Corona related, but I thought, I'd like to get your take on it. So on Twitter, the cast of Big Brother in Germany doesn't know about COVID-19, and they're going to tell them. They're going to tell them in a live TV special. And the photo they've used, and again,
what reaction are they expecting?
And again, I don't know if you can see. Oh, sorry, the photo here.
No, not really.
I know it's fuzzy, but the photo they've used is them all drinking in a hot tub.
Like I was gonna say, hey man, they're probably more isolated than anybody, and that's great.
Totally.
Like, good on them, except for the one day that the gaffer walks in or somebody walks in and goes
the gaffer
right in the friggin'. I don't know. Somebody on set is gonna like cough into that hot tub, and then they're gonna be like, they're just gonna be bathing in Corona.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
bathing in Corona. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's kind of crazy, and it's also so manipulative. Like to be told that and also like if you're unable to check the news, like at first I was very naive to this whole situation. I really was like, guys, well, it's fine.
I think there
Not
was
that
a
it's
lot of
fine, but
people.
I'm
This
like,
is one
it'll
of those
be.
things that like if you put something up on the internet, like in any social media form or whatever, like 4 days ago, and you said something, people are gonna be like, "That's so stupid." It's like, yeah, but we were kind of all there for it. Things are changing so fast.
So fast. Oh yeah.
Let's not ream people out for stuff they said. I mean, Doug Ford was way behind the times, but like everybody else, let's give some grace.
Oh, it's changing by the hour, you know?
Yeah,
And not to relate it to my hair, but it's this morning it was curly and now it's doing something else, By the hour it's changing.
your hair is an allegory for the coronavirus,
I mean,
and
accurate.
eventually it's going to be thick, and a man is going to be rubbing his chin against it.
Uh, I can't wait. Sally just said she purchased an allegedly sweatshirt. Woo-wee, Sally. That's so nice.
Nice.
And Danielle says Jared Leto just found out because he was in the desert for the past 12 days. Oh my God. I need a fart sound on here.
Oh,
Get out of
we had
here,
a friend
Jared
out here
Leto.
visiting about a month ago, and her and her man went out to
Her and her man? Her
yeah,
and her man. Who are you? LA is changing you completely. Her
What
and
are you
her
talking
man?
about?
Oh my God. Mahalo. No one gets that joke. That's just something
Dude, that's
Jason and I.
Hawaii. Yeah, totally, dude. We're in Hawaii.
Totally, dude. Every day for me, puka puka. Okay, what were you
My
gonna
wave
say?
gets me from California. What? Becky. Oh, I said her name now, but like Becky was here, and she went out to I forget what it's called, but essentially those the people that have kind of like set up and wanted to stay off the grid inside, like between Vegas and here, like sitting in the desert.
Yeah.
And I'm like, those people actually are probably like some of the safer people on the planet right now because they're so friggin' isolated and they keep away from everything. And they were
Totally.
right. In the end, they're going to be like, see, we were right. Stay off the grid.
Who's this person? Who's this old man saying stay off the grid?
Everybody that lives in the desert.
Cool. I have another story. I'd like to get your take on it. Tom Brady announces he's leaving the Patriots. He goes, "It's time for me to open a new state." Is Tom Brady just an idiot? We're all in agreement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And not about leaving the Patriots. Like, who cares? But the timing of your announcement couldn't be worse.
No, absolutely.
This is like proposing at a funeral.
100%.
I just want to clink, 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 clink. Can
Clink,
I just
clink,
get
can I just have
everybody's
a few
attention for a
words?
second?
Okay, let's just move the casket, I guess.
Deborah,
Oh,
this day has made me realize life moves
Peter,
so fast.
Peter, please. Peter.
And I don't have a ring, but maybe
Peter.
this donut. We've been dating for 3 weeks.
Okay, your mother
Life
died.
moves fast.
Okay.
Life moves fast. Remember, life moves fast.
I love the idea of someone proposing and everyone saying, don't do it, and you just going, life moves fast. It moves fast. It
I
moves
get that it
fast.
seems quick. Life moves fast. Just remember this. Remember, life moves fast.
Oh my God.
Will you marry me?
Oh my God. Peter, please. I can't.
Here. Oh, the casket fell.
Okay. 28 minutes in, we're losing our goddamn minds. Okay, so Kalenko, I'm moving forward. Kalenko can't come, so Jason has prepared some dumb stories. Now, I want to just preface before Jason does. Every time he finds dumb stories, he goes, I can't stand behind these. And then every time there's gold in them. So
Well, we always find gold. That's why I love doing them.
I know, they're so fun. So let's start. I'm just going in the chat for a quick sec. So Elizabeth says she's still required to work. Be careful. That's tough.
Is required seems almost illegal at this point.
Well, it depends if it's like, yeah, I know. It's a weird, tricky situation.
Just be safe.
Be safe, please.
Social distancing.
I'm like wiping my nose. Sorry. I don't have it.
You know what? Also in the chat, Tom Brady, you've pissed off the most positive person in the world.
Oh, Brittany's pissed.
Even is like,
I know.
Can't even.
Also, I feel bad because we were asked a WWE question, and I feel like we should answer it before the dumb story just to be kind and nice.
Sure.
And so Robert wants to know, what do we think about WWE announcing WrestleMania will go on at their studio with no live audience?
I'm two-minded of it because, like, awesome. Yeah. First of all, they're doing the right thing about no audience.
Yeah.
But Corona, you don't know the symptoms. Like, there's no social distancing inside the ring. So, like, are we putting the athletes at like that would be the best wrestling match ever. Stephanie stays 6 feet away from each other.
First of all, you going, listen, brother, there's no social distancing inside the ring, brother. Like, you better.
Ooh, when I get in the ring today, I'm gonna just
Oh,
stare
brother,
at you so hard.
we're gonna be 2-3 feet together, brother. No social distancing, brother. If you're getting in the ring, brother, wanting to be safe, brother, not with me.
But also, have you watched some of these events and shows
Yes.
like that last week tonight with no one there? I was like, oh yeah, this or Stephen Colbert even last night, like without an audience, it just feels hollow.
Can I say this
Like
though?
the writing was still just as strong, but I'm like, yeah, it feels hollow. Like,
But I would like to give a great shout out to a group of people that are continuing to live stream comedy, and it actually is very funny and very good. And that is the Sunday Service out of Vancouver. I'd like to give them a oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, because they shot an improv. I thought they were going live, but they filmed a full set and it was awesome. And they had no audience, but it was so fast. They're so incredibly talented and funny. They're going to either be filming or going live this Sunday as well. And I'll put their information in our description box. So if you want to watch some improv on Sunday, that's what I'll be doing. And I hope they do it live because it'd be fun to be in the chat, you know?
when they do it live though, are they physically together or they're doing
They're
it
together.
like,
Yeah, they're together doing an improv set.
have the people of the Sunday Service taken all their families and just moved into one location together and be like, well, we're self
Distance?
isolating in
Oh.
this theater?
I think they're just traveling to the theater. Was that a joke? But anyways,
No.
everyone should check them out on Sunday because it's really, really, really funny. But I watched Seth Meyers do his monologue solo. Tough. But I feel like
Yeah. So again, I let us on a tangent. What do you think about the WWE going forward with WrestleMania? This is in Orlando, right?
well, that's the thing.
Someone just asked. So I bring it up because someone just asked. I hope Renee still gets her spot, and I think they'd have all the segment stuff.
of course they would need the segment stuff to fill it.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's a concern. It's just concerning because, I mean, who knows? When's WrestleMania? Like May? I'm not quite sure when it is, but
yeah.
I just think if the whole point is to like not be close to each other, yeah, like who's to say at that point? This is moving so quickly. Like to have an opinion on it seems silly, but if it were to be like tomorrow, I'd be like, it seems pretty.
Because the UFC tried it. Like Dana White was the guy that was like, "We're going through this."
Of
and like
course. Kelsey
they did it with an
Priest.
audience, but that now they have postponed their next 3 events. So
They
it's
have
like,
to.
I feel like without the audience, you're gonna just realize, hey man, this isn't the medium for this.
But I disagree.
We need.
I think that you can do wrestling without an audience. That's no problem because when you're watching WrestleMania, you're just looking at the audience.
It's such a performative wrestler though. Like they're like.
Yeah, but also they're wrestling each other, so it's like,
Like when Hulk Hogan does this, he's doing it to nobody. It's like,
yeah, but he's doing
I
it
know
to
that Hulk
us.
Hogan's not
Just
wrestling
pump
in
the
WrestleMania
music and
this-
get some pyro and, just fill it. I mean, you can, but I think my concern is them wrestling together,
Yeah.
And, yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Brittany thinks WrestleMania is in April.
Oh, well then, yeah, I feel like.
April 5th is when it is.
I think the thing is, it's like, I was saying this to some people yesterday where I feel like some interesting things are going to like emerge from this sort of quarantine, like interesting art, interesting like ways to interact with people. Like we wouldn't have pushed ourselves to try this, which is so cool because it's like you have this chat. It's like you're talking to people every day. It's like a nice little like change in your day-to-day life. So who's to say? But I don't know. I feel like.
Do you want me to get my dumb stories out?
Oh, he's over me talking. Sure. Please.
No, I'm not over here talking. I'm just
picturing
some people, and then I'm like, we're going all over the place. This is a mess of a talk, which is great.
Really? I think that you're
probably our normal.
spiraling. I think you haven't spoken to anyone else except your child and your wife, and now you're losing your mind.
Yeah, and my child doesn't listen. He's all over the place.
No. Well, okay. All right, so let's get into some dumb stories.
Great. And I'm going to send you this one because you're going to need to put this video up because it's insane. This is Chase and Nicole McCowan went out on a dinner date, and when you can see it, it's like it's some chicken joint that looks like it's one of those like fast food joints, but there's a lot of table, like a lot of seating,
Like a
and
restaurant?
they're
Like a
like a
restaurant?
restaurant, but like I'm trying to get the feel of like um it's not like at the level of McDonald's. It looks it's called Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers in Kentucky.
Okay.
And they went out and they were the only people, you can see from the security footage that they were the only people there. But then a guy went in to rob the place, and this couple stopped the man from robbing the place because they're both off-duty cops.
No.
Yeah. And they're a couple, but you should see how bad. Like at first I was like, oh, this is pretty funny. And then you could see it. It's badass as crap. Like this guy goes in there and starts talking to the person behind the cash register.
Really?
And it's like, then all of a sudden it's like this. And then they go to a different surveillance camera that shows the restaurant with just the two of them sitting there. And you see the girl look over, and it looks like she whispers to the man, and then she reaches back like she's a badass in a friggin' thing and pulls a gun out of the back of her jeans. And then he does the same thing. And I'm like, these guys are just walking around
with guns in the back of their jeans.
Yeah.
What?
But then they fully pulled on this guy, and they're just like, get down. And the guy darts out of the thing. But so it's not a dumb story like I normally do about farting pigs, but
oh my God,
it's pretty crazy. My worry with my dumb stories is there's much fewer of them because every news thing is like, there's nothing dumb. It's all about Corona right now, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, if you have dumb stories, let us know and send them. Okay. That's amazing. First of all, they were just having a nice chicken meal. And I don't know how you would enjoy a chicken sandwich knowing that you got a gun in your ass crack. That's problem number one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you go, hey, honey, like, you get your keys, you got the wallet, you know, and it's like them both.
And then they put it out and they were like, they did the hashtag night goals. So,
oh my gosh.
You know, this couple's pretty badass couple, man.
Badass couple. Yeah.
Look, their next games night is going to be full because people are like, you guys want to go to Diane and Dave's house? Do you see what they did on? Like, I'm going for sure.
Did you hear about Diane and Dave? Yeah, they pulled their the guns out of their back of their Levi's and they saved the chicken joint. Yeah.
They're having a barbecue. You invited?
No. What the hell? Why not?
No, did Diane and Dave.
That's classic.
I think the news will be there.
First of all, this is our dream scenario of us not getting invited to the barbecue with the gun couple.
That everybody's going to.
In our minds, this is how I know that we're screwed. Well, we can't. What do we need? What are they going to do? Shoot us? No.
They might.
Well, that's how
Here, I got an idea. As a joke, we'll go there and we'll run into the back with masks on, with guns pulled. We'll see what happens.
The guns are chicken fingers. That's wild. I can't. Okay, what's the next story?
There's
classic.
In Virginia, they've remember we did this before when it was like, I thought it was Virginia as well, where they changed an old law where they're like, well, now you can have sex before marriage or whatever.
Right.
So what is with this place? Because now they're also changing. It's been illegal to swear, to have any profanity.
What?
And you can get slapped with a misdemeanor of a $250 fine.
What?
Just for swearing. So now they're trying to change that, which is crazy, right?
Yes. What is
like
this?
A swear jar for the friggin' city or something. It's
a bit
an expensive one.
Oh yeah. Give me a break. It's so stupid. What? I was gonna. What?
Well, okay. I'm gonna read this part because it made me laugh. Republican. Michael
Kelsey
Weber,
Priest. Yeah.
A cattle farmer from Fauquier County, which I'm sure I'm saying wrong, has sponsored this bill every year. And what he said was, when you're working with cows and 1,400-pound animal doesn't want you to, or steps on your foot, every once in a while something colorful comes out of your mouth.
So he's swearing in the field, and he's the one going, "Hey, we shouldn't be swearing." He's the one swearing at his cows.
No, but he's the one that's trying to get this bill repeat. Like he's like, hey
Oh,
man,
he's
let's,
trying
let's
to.
take this away.
Oh,
'Cause
he's trying to get it. I thought he was like, "Hey, like let's all be classy."
because I called him a Republican off the top, you were like, oh, this guy's definitely against whatever I'm gonna say.
Oopies. That's
But I
so
also
funny.
like, dude, do you think a cop? I mean, like it might be Deb and Dave who pull out their guns and be like, hey, did you swear in the field? But like, if you're in the field and a cow steps on your toe,
Can you just imagine him?
who's there to give you a ticket?
Can you imagine the cow steps on his toe and he's like, "Fuck," and he goes, "Oh well, I gotta turn myself in." And he just like heads in. He's like, "I gotta go to jail. I swore in the field."
Or he goes, oh fuck, and then the cow stands up and unzips, and it's a police officer being like,
Yeah, she's holding a chicken nug and she's got a gun just busted out of her jeans, going, "We caught you, you son of a bitch."
gotcha.
Hey, who's the law
It's the
now?
fucking law.
Oh, Elizabeth says she's in Virginia. Well, don't swear. We need you in the
Don't
chat.
swear. Don't have sex before you're married.
Is that a law
we're just
still in
gonna-
Virginia?
I think they got rid. I don't even know if it was Virginia. I can't
Oh.
remember anymore.
What a dumb law. You gotta know. I mean, if you do whatever you want, if you want to go full Madison from The Bachelor, that's your choice. But
I think you guys are right. Like you said at the top of this thing, there are dumb people out there.
of course
Uh-oh.
there are. What? Did another
Brittany.
what?
Brittany wrote, "Oh Lord, this is why I left Virginia."
But then Elizabeth right underneath her goes, "I'm in Virginia."
Was crying.
Crying. Well, we won't say. If you want to swear, we won't tell them. You won't get caught. These dumb laws. It's so stupid. It's just like it's just a bunch of old men going, "Yeah, maybe we should, stop the cussing."
In my day, did you just say the word cuss? I'm sorry, Bill. That's a cuss word.
Okay.
Oh God damn it!
Lock me up. Wait
Oh,
a second. Wait a second. I'm okay. There's no repercussions I just make the laws. I don't have to abide by them.
Oh, it's just the whole room starts swearing by accident. Oh fuck! Ah, Jesus
Christ.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
me.
fuck.
Ah, damn it. Cities, and then all of a sudden the next day the city's rich as shit
Oh, yeah.
because everybody had to pay $250, so they're walking around like with gold.
Okay. This is a whimper compared to Big Fire. I can't.
Yeah, not a good story. But you know how I started like realizing one of the first things where I was like, oh, this is where I know I think I'm funny and I have to like follow this was in grade 7. Did I tell you that story?
Maybe. Say it.
Because it kind of was like this. It was an oh shit moment where it's like, oh shit, oh fuck, ah damn it. Because like I had a teacher that was like,
Yeah.
Jason, you need to be quiet. And I was like, okay. He goes, no, don't say okay. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's
You're
like,
such
no, don't say
an
okay. And I was like,
asshole.
okay. But it went on for like forever. He was like, okay. And I was like, okay. And then people started to laugh. And I was like, oh, what's happening here? And he's like, I just don't say anything. And I was like, okay. But then by the end of it, he's like, go to the principal's office. And I was like, okay. I'm walking out like cheering, going, okay.
I just feel like
Anyways.
these stories are hilarious, but now having friends that I know who are teachers, I just think about the full nightmare that you were and like how much they would have gone home and just drank boxes of wine going, that fucking DeRoss.
Sure.
But that's
Oh, yeah. Some teachers embraced it and other teachers were like not having it,
I remember my friend, and she will remain nameless, but she for how long? Well, until she says, "Hey, yeah, you can say it." But she was like she is like the smartest person, and she got kicked out of our science class. I was like dumb, like I not dumb, but like I just didn't really care.
Didn't care.
Yeah, and once I found out I could like just do presentations in front of the class, like those were always the marks that meant the most. So I was like, well, I'll just make it up there. But she got kicked out because our science teacher was so bad that he made her teach us.
Oh, you've told me that. Yeah.
This is the teacher who lit his hair on fire by telling us what not to do. And then we would come in and just see business cards of his failing B&B on the desk. And he'd be like, tell your families. I mean, we'd all like rip it.
Yeah. See, in this day and age.
Audrey just said it's me, Audrey.
I was going to guess it was Audrey's. Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and I believe, Audrey, you can tell me if I'm correct or wrong. You did call him an asshole, and it was deserved. And she had a hero's exit. Let me tell you, she was like all the teachers respected her. She was not getting in trouble. In fact,
and then right under it, Brittany said, "Oh my God, that happened to me."
Yeah, and now Audrey is a teacher and pretty badass. Oh, Brittany. Oh, how the tables have turned. But yeah, That was the
Audrey,
coolest thing.
teach your class.
Huh?
Audrey should keep teaching her class, so don't follow the science teacher's way of
Oh no,
teaching or
Audrey's the
getting the students to
best.
do it.
No.
I believe it.
Yeah, she's the smartest. And I remember my worst school when I realized maybe I should get into reading was I had to read we had to write essays and I didn't have a computer, and so I wrote it out by hand. And also I didn't really want to get a computer because I would be like, I handed it in. Like I would fully gaslight, and teachers would be like, I didn't receive the essay, and I'd be like, you think I'm gonna come up here and tell you I didn't write it? Come on. You have it. And I would like convince them they lost it. Psycho.
I feel like that probably happens with you and me all the time.
Did you do it too?
No. I mean, like, I think you convinced me that you've done stuff for something like all the time. You're just like, Jason.
No, I had to stop doing that because karma was just bad for a while. Yeah. Audrey got banned for 6 weeks out of that class. Maybe that's why I don't know anything about science now.
It depends on how you read that. 6 weeks out of that class, I left.
No, I think she was told to leave. Anyways, the story I was telling that doesn't really matter. We can move on. Is the smartest kid in class, who I think is a doctor now. He had to read my essay out loud, and he held my little piece of paper. Like he held it like this, like it was disgusting, like it had been in poo-poo water and then like dry.
Why did he have to read your paper?
Because they were passing them around, so everyone had to read. Obviously now maybe the teacher was just killing time, or we just had to read in class, but we had to read each other's.
Yeah.
And he was holding it like this, so he's like,
It's so that teacher didn't have to take homework home. He was literally just listening to them and taking notes as he went to be like, this is me marking. You guys are doing the work for him.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I was thankful for the break, but he didn't want to hold my pieces of paper. He thought it was like, and I was like, what's the matter with you? It was just so mean. Anyways. Oh yeah, Audrey knows who I'm talking about. Audrey out of the chat. That story was infamous. Anyways, Jason, I love how
Does Audrey know about like your chocolate bar story and stuff like that?
Sucking the chocolate bar, like the chocolate off to find the middle of the crispy crunch. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is a deep dive. Today's deep dive is on Stacey, and tomorrow's deep dive will be on Jason. We'll get Jason's dear friends in the chat and just like unpack all those stories.
My friends are, we'll see.
Wow. Okay. So what's your next dumb story?
Well, there's 2 left, and there's a YouTuber.
Oh my God. I hate you saying YouTuber. This is weird for me.
I'm just reading it. It literally, that's what it says. Who went on and made all of her followers sort of, she faked an exotic vacation in Bali, and it's because she was in, and she took it all from IKEA. That's why when you said IKEA at first, I was like, what's that? It's a sign. You got to get that desk.
I'm coming for you, Carl B.
But she got everybody to believe it. She said she was doing it sort of as a lesson to be like, don't believe everything you see.
Of course.
I'm like, okay, well.
Jan Caruana, liquid gold, crispy crunch. She remembers that story too. That's nice. It's just nice to be seen in the chat is all I'm saying. It's nice to be given boundaries, desk or no desk. It's also nice to just be celebrated. Liquid
Jen,
gold.
I know that you used to listen to our podcasts while swimming at the pool because you got those cool waterproof headphones.
Yeah.
So what do you do now? Because now this can't be in the pool. You're not watching us live stream from the pool.
Also, let me just clarify because I've had some people reach out and ask. So if you are unable to watch this live, 12:30, 1:30, I'm also making it available as a podcast. So the second that this live stream is done, I upload it and you can get it as a podcast.
Mm-hmm. And Brittany says, now you got to get the desk.
Well, I think it's really cool that this woman went to IKEA, and I love a little dupe like this.
Yeah. Some of the pictures that like she literally like put a towel on her head, got like down to it and like got in the bathtub and things like that and was like, I'm living my best life.
See, that's incredible because I feel like when I go into stores, people think I'm stealing all of the time. I can't be left alone.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm always getting weird looks. I always get weird looks from people. I think it's my energy. And Jan, I hope you agree with me, or Audrey, who know me well. I just get weird interactions with people all the time. You know this. We've been on planes together. The flight attendant's so mean for no reason to me.
I get the opposite. People tend to talk to me like
Of course, you have a nice
people
face.
see me and they approach me. Then they're just like, "Hey, so anyways, my dog passed away yesterday. I just thought I'd
Do you get
yeah,
that?
it's tough." And I'm like, I have. I will tell you a real brief story, but maybe it's too sad. I don't know.
Oh my
I'm gonna drop it.
God.
I don't care. Uh,
I'm going to drop it. Okay, wait, he's going to drop a story. Let's get ready.
Suck, squeeze, bang, blow.
We're ready.
I had a corporate event once, and then the clients all took us out afterwards, and
Oh
we went to this
God.
bar.
I
And
hate you with these corporate events.
But it was. I mean, this was a really nice one, and it was set up by a friend who was running a company, and they did it so well, and it was so awesome. So then the client took us out afterwards to like this nicest bar on the planet, and we were just
Okay.
like they're like credit card down on the bar, like you guys go nuts. And so like at one point of the night, and this is where you'll be like, yeah, that's Jason. I looked around and I'm like, everybody's gone
Oh,
except
no.
me. Like client, my castmates. I'm like, what am I doing here? And then the one guy walked up. He's like, this one guy was like, you're pretty good in the show tonight. And I was like, oh, great. And then
Oh,
we leaned up against the bar. I'm like, well, there's another person here. And he's like, I don't even know if I should say this, but he was just like, so he was like, so
oh God, I'm worried.
my wife's really not doing well.
Oh
And
my
I was like,
God.
"What?"
No, Jason, don't.
And he talked to me. Yeah, I won't say much because like it obviously got very upset. But like this guy felt like it was, I guess at that point of vulnerability, he opened up like a I don't know, a window. I don't know. But he went. I'm trying to think of like how to, I guess the floodgates, whatever.
Here's what I love.
I gotta get out of
You're
here.
like-
I gotta get out of this house.
You're like, listen, and
I don't know.
he opened up to me like I don't
know,
know,
what opens?
like a window. You cared less.
Like a Ralph's at 9 a.m. I don't know.
He opened up like Air One, 6 to 7:30 for senior citizens.
Anyways, it wasn't a good situation, but we talked for probably it felt like an hour. It was probably about half an hour.
Jeez, you'll talk to anybody. I think that's my thing.
I love it.
Thank you. See, Brittany's being very kind. She's like, I don't know how people don't get good vibes from you. That's very kind, Brittany. Thank you so much. But it does happen. I think it's very intense. I think I'm very much in the room. It's hard to not acknowledge the presence. But yeah, you're just likable, Jay.
Stacey walking down the street is also like bullied over children. She's just like,
Yeah, just giving him a couple tosses. It's no big deal. Boom, boom, boom. This is just me walking down the street like. I remember buying a weed pipe back in the day in the university days, and I wanted to get like a Sherlock Holmes pipe.
That's amazing.
Thank you. And I remember I had just taken it upon myself to go downtown when I was in university. I was very naive and young, and I was like, I'm going to go buy a pipe. And then the guy at the Friendly Stranger, which is a store downtown that sells things, he was like, whoa, you have a presence. All he did was...
And you're like, no, I don't. Anyways, do you have a Sherlock Holmes pipe?
Yeah, but that was back in the day when it was cool to have these Sherlock Holmes pipes, which are difficult because then you had to like get out all the like schmegma or whatever inside.
But are you talking the one that looked like an old English pipe?
Yeah, it had an old...
I don't think that was ever a thing.
It was a thing. It was a thing.
If back in my university days,
you're older than me by
many
years, staggering amount of years.
I'm just saying, if a lady would have pulled that out at the party, I would have been like, she's cool as hell.
Thank you.
But there's no way that I could talk to that woman.
But then imagine me eating a steak, no plate, full hand.
Yeah. My heart would be going through my thing, and I just have to go and be like, I can't talk to these people.
No, I will be at this party asking to open the unopened chips. I will ask.
And when I say ask, I mean I'll just yell it out.
There's nothing.
Are we opening these chips? These chips are allowed to open? Okay.
I will tell you, there's nothing more infuriating to me than going to a party where there's snacks on the table and the chips are not opened. And you have to be like, and they have only the planes out. And I love a plane, right? Love a plane.
Yeah, I'm not a plane lover.
If you have some fun flavors, you have a crunchy Cheeto, and those aren't open, then I got to open it. I got to make that sound. I got to be the one who needs it the most. No, I don't like being put in that situation. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's like teasing at a party. That's like
Yeah, don't tease me at the party.
that's like if you had a party and there was a big windowed wall beside a room that was like an awesome room, and you're like, "We're staying in this room tonight, guys."
Totally.
Just stare at that awesome room over there.
Hey,
you mean when one of the trampolines? We can't go to the trampoline room? No trampolines.
then you open up another window, a curtain, and then the other side is just a pool, and everyone's having some Bud Light limes. They're freaking swimming, and they're like, "Nah, not for you."
And then you open up another window, and it's a guy opening up about his wife.
But the window's closed because he's like, it's like, ooh.
We slowly close the window.
I'll tell you, this sounds terrible, but I don't mean it to, but like I struggle with meeting new people like a lot. Like it really freaks me out. And it's really just me because I panic so much. I have to convince myself when I'm talking to people, like, it's okay. You're having a good time. These people are nice. This isn't bad. This is happening. Anyways, the lovely girl came up to me, very intoxicated, but was being very complimentary about a show I had done that she had a good time on. And then I just went, we ran out of things. I was just trying to keep it going. We just ran out of things to say. And
I love that.
And we're standing there. And the only thing I could pull, they were talking about the coronavirus and stuff. And they had mentioned, I guess I should foreshadow, they had mentioned like, I'm like, oh, is the coronavirus, like, what are the symptoms? Is it just chills and fever? And they're like, no, it could be like diarrhea as well, blah, blah, blah. So we're talking. They were very wasted. Then as I'm leaving, I ran out of things to say to them, really. And they were just kind of staring at me. You know, they weren't 50-50ing the conversation. So then I went silent and I went, well, I've needed to go to the bathroom for a long time. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to have diarrhea, though. Okay. I had to run, like, just screaming at these strangers the other day.
That's great.
But I feel like you don't get nervous like that. Like, you don't panic. Like, you're fine. But where I'm panicking until that person leaves.
I'm terrible. You know
I don't
this.
think so.
No, you say that because, okay, if I'm in a group of people that I already know and I'm super comfortable with, like, get me drunk and I'll take my clothes off and I'll dance in the bar. I won't take my clothes off anymore. We're past that.
I think that you're a couple suggestions away from that.
Yeah. But if it's strangers, I'm the quietest guy in the room.
I disagree.
Terrified. If I don't know anybody there, what am I going to I'm very bad at like introducing myself to people.
Oh yeah. Listen, I'm not going to that party. If I don't know at least 3 people there, I'm not going. I'm not interested. Like, I'm not like, people want me, like want me to go traveling by myself. They want me to like go do things by myself, to discover myself. I don't want to. No. Do you want to do that?
Definitely not. I realized the other day, I was like, oh, life is like, you could be doing the best thing on the planet, but if you don't have someone to share it with, and I don't mean like
I agree.
Couple, it doesn't have to be intimate, but it's like if you're not there with someone to share the experience, to me, I'm like, what's this experience? To me, life's about sharing things with other people.
Me too. And some people are like, oh, you go to like hostels, you go to the hostel bar, you make friends. I'm like, no, not for me.
Well, that's true. I did that and it was so fun, but I did it with a friend.
Oh, with a friend. With a friend.
We did it as a pair. You
need a buffer because you need the friend, like you need a friend that you know to go, is this person okay? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 100%. And in a hostel, it's like everything else, you know,
totally.
Play the stats. One of the people in the hospital is going to be crazy.
True.
And you're going to want to avoid. There's going to be awesome people and there's going to be one that's like, I think that guy's, I have to sleep with an eye open because that guy's going to slit my throat at some point tonight.
Yeah. And this is, I mean, listen, I agree. I think this podcast is completely all over the place today. I'm happy that it was. We talked about chips, people murdering people in hostels.
Yeah. And Brittany's still going on. She's agreeing.
She's loving it. I'm loving this
story
chat
of my
vibes.
life part 2. She's got.
Oh, Claire said I've got to have a pal or 2 at the chip bowl. Here's what I want. Yeah, you do need a few friends to go like, yeah, let's open these up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess, you know.
Brittany also agreed with you. I think it was was probably the pipe.
The Sherlock Holmes pipe. It was a thing, I would say, in the early, like 2009, 10, maybe 11.
What's that the early of? You were going to say the early, and then you. And
I was going to say early 2000s, but that wasn't true because I was still in grade school. And then university by like 2009. So yeah, around that-ish time when I started smoking the ganj. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
So when Stacey
Barely.
was at the age where she was just eating the chocolate off a score bar or a crispy, what
Okay,
was
let me
it?
just tell this story really quick because like we've mentioned it a couple times and people might not know. So when I was younger, I found the family camcorder and took it upon myself to do a tour of like my home. And you could just see my little tiny 10-year-old feet like tick, 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 around the house. And I crawled up. You can hear me like crawling up onto the counter in my kitchen and finding
Like a mountain.
a mountain. Yeah, it felt like a mountain. And I found Halloween candy. And I found the remnants like of what people didn't want, but it was a crispy crunch bar, which is in the States, right? Or is that just Canadian?
I mean, like, I don't know I'm trying to explain it if it's not, but it's just a thin bar that's got covered chocolate around.
And
Is
then
it
like
hard
whatever,
toffee or something, or
hard
crunchy
sugar.
toffee?
Yeah, whatever in the middle. Anyways, I take it and then I go into like the back deck and you basically just see my little feet going like on the deck, just cross-legged. And then you hear what you're about to see has never been seen before. And then you hear right? You hear this sound. And I'm still holding the camcorder, so I'm pretty shaky. I'm only 10. And back in the day, the camcorders were this big, right? And
Yeah, and you for sure taped over something important.
yeah, I did. So then all of a sudden you see my little hand come out and it's just the inside of a crispy crunch. I've sucked all the chocolate off and it's just this little tiny bit of, and I went liquid gold. Now, you might be asking,
Which is hilarious because it's not even liquid.
no. No, it certainly was not. And I will tell you, what did I tape over, you might ask?
You as a 10-year-old just heard the term liquid gold for the first time, and you're like, perfect time to use it.
I knew the time would present itself, and Kelsey Prees, it is today. And
It's like liquid gold, because liquid gold's oil, right? Like
you think first of all, my parents aren't talking oil and calling it liquid gold in my house. My dad must have been pouring a cold beer.
that's liquid gold, and then you put your chocolate bar. That's so endearing at the same time
I
that
know.
you're just imitating your father, who's like,
Oh, totally. And then anyways, what I taped over was my brother's birthday. So they ended up watching it. And it was like, happy birthday. And I'm like eating. They're like, oh, Stacey. They weren't even mad. They were just so sad
and
about
then
my
you
life.
said liquid gold, and your dad Pavloved it and went straight to the fridge and got a beer.
Yeah, he
no
threw me an
problem.
export. He said, all right, kitty, let's just you know what's really crazy? I know we're ending the pod now, but I was on TikTok. Just I don't want to brag. I am on there making
Stacey's on
content.
TikTok, guys.
And Stacey is on TikTok. And this TikTok came and it makes me laugh and I saved it and I watch it all the time. And it's like a normal kids, right? And it's a kid pouring a soda, a pop, right? He's just pouring it like he's just pouring it like this, right? And then it goes like a regular kid's do, right? And then it goes a kid with alcoholic parents, right? And then the kid tips it to the side and pours it in. Or not like it said alcoholics, but like sorry, no trigger, but like or parents I drink or whatever. And the pouring to the side. And I'm telling you, when I was a kid pouring Pepsi, and even now, like I pour anything, it's to the side and just in.
Because you loved your dad.
I love my dad. But I just think that that's very funny. Makes me think of that. Anyways, Jason, how are you feeling? How do you think our day 2 went?
I think we just got a bunch of laughs at the end. Snake King really likes
Snake
it's called a crunch bar, I guess.
Oh, maybe it is. I thought okay. Crispy Crunch. I'm pretty sure it's called.
No, it's in Canada, but maybe he's saying in the States, he or she is saying in the States.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Well, here's the thing. I want to thank everyone for watching and joining in the chat. It was so fun. We will be back tomorrow. Hopefully Kalenko will be there, but I'm thinking it might be Thursday that he'll be joining us. Yeah. But maybe we'll have some guests on. Or maybe we'll get some 2 little Sammys. Maybe we can do a little something, get some people in.
I mean, maybe Deskgate will continue, and 2 Little Sammys has opinions.
Deskgate. I think I need the desk. Maybe I'll get a cheaper top, but I certainly need more space with what I'm working with.
Just don't go out and buy it. Just online shopping, man.
Oh no,
Delivered.
no, I'll online. I'll do that for sure. But
Because this is the one time in life where they're gonna be like, sorry, it's gonna be a window. We're gonna show up between Tuesday at 9 and
I'm
next
here.
Thursday at 6 o'clock. And we're like, yeah, it's cool. I'm here.
Agreed. Well, we will be back tomorrow at 12:30. Tell your friends what.
But just before, Snake King Nestle Crunch. That's a different bar.
That's a different bar. We're talking
because
crispy crunch.
I don't think Nestle Crunch has a center. It's just, but I love it. I love it.
So Jan is still watching, and Two Little Sammy says, I'm always available and I always have options. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to force Two Little Sams. We'll have her on tomorrow with some suggestions. What?
I love that we make that solid statement, but maybe I guess nobody's busy.
Yeah.
Right
We're
good.
What is she? Is she doing an
think
erotic? She's doing an erotic paint by numbers?
Maybe she's doing an erotic painting.
Maybe. I hope that she is. She would be amazing at it. And we'll maybe have her on with some chats, and also send us some questions. And if you need any silly advice for things, send that to us on our Instagram and we will answer them tomorrow. And I'll make a little placard so we can all see it. I think that'll be fun.
Sure.
Jason doesn't care.
And we also mentioned, I don't want to put too many things on the plate, but you also mentioned before, what are you guys doing to kill time? What are we doing? What are we doing stuck in our houses?
Yeah, get that in the chat and send it to us on our Instagram. That's where we'll be. And have a great day, friends. Bye.
Bye.